Ever heard a whisper and felt it know you, echoing betrayals you swore to hide? Welcome to Shadow Watch, where we hunt tales that stalk the dark. Tonight we're in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a land of blood-soaked fields and buried guilt where whispers don't fade. They judge, meet the hollow. Whispers of Devil's Den echoing at dawn, revealing your betrayals. And if they call you, there's no escape. Stay close, this story's twists will bind you tighter than you know. This is Owen Reid, a 33-year-old war journalist, sharp restless, chasing truths in battle-scarred lands. It's April 2025, and he's in Gettysburg's historic battlefields, a web of rocky hills and ghostly scars, to investigate strange whispers at Devil's Den for a feature story. Locals speak of the site where whispers rise and show betrayals, lies broken, oaths, sins. Owen books a room near the fields, air thick with grass and stone, his recorder ready, but the town hums low like it's watching him. His first night, Owen wanders, noting jagged boulders and battlefield fog, the air's heavy owls fading, but a sound starts faint, not wind, like whispers rising from the den. His pulse spikes. He's alone. No one's near, but the rocks loom, their shadows shifting alive. He steps closer and they whisper. Owen, a voice, not his, showing a shadow, his face older, confessing broken. His breath stops fear raw. In his room he checks his recorder, but the whispers grow, weaving words not his, a betrayal. He never faced a debt not his own. Owen trusts evidence, but this isn't noise. He digs online, finding scraps about Caleb Holt, an 1863 soldier. His whispers cursed after a blood vow, binding betrayals, guilt, oaths, lies. After his death, the whispers stayed echoing for those marked. Owen scoffs ghost stories, sell tickets, but his notebook's open words scrawled, "You broke, not his pen, about a family sin." He never knew a trust betrayed. Next morning, he asks a ranger Lila about the den. Her eyes narrow. "Don't stay till dawn, sir. They know you." Owen smirks old tales, but Lila's hands shake like she's heard them whisper. He visits the den, air thick with damp stone. The whispers return, Owen sharper, weaving his name with dread, a betrayal unclear. His flashlight dims the rocks, trembling, not silent but showing a battlefield. Old, a man like him, kneeling, bloodied, the den feels alive, watching. The whispers spike Owen, then more, you failed. You lied his fears, raw spilling from the rocks. A rustle sounds, not grass behind him. The whispers chant cold like frost in his veins. Owen bolts his room in sight, but the den's heavy pulsing his thoughts, not his looping, a man's cry avows echo. Inside he's panting, notebook glowing faintly, his name etched in dust alive. Gettysburg hides its curses, but the whisper's echo cuts deep. What would you do with a whisper that shows your betrayals? A debt that names you? Would you listen or run? Owen's about to learn what the hollow whispers want, and it's not just a tale. Stay tuned, this story's rising darker than Gettysburg's deepest fields. Owen's hands tremble, the notebook pulsing in his grip, his name etched in dust. You broke, not his hand. The hollow whisper's echo hums through the room, spilling secrets, a family sin he never knew, a betrayal he can't grasp. The air's heavy Gettysburg, pressing in shadows, curling not with grass, but intent their murmurs, threading his thoughts, sharp, raw. He's chased stories before, but this isn't reporting. It's a snare, and the whispers have him caught. He slams the notebook shut, but the whispers grow. Chanting Owen through the walls, soft, relentless, naming his dread. Owen dives into records, digging into Caleb Holt, the 1863 soldier. His blood vow, curse the whispers, binding betrayals. Guilt, broken oaths, sins. A letter hints at devil's den, never cleansed, always calling those with debts. Owen trusts facts, but the echo burns and the whispers aren't myth. They're here. He steps out, flashlight shaking. The fields are darker hills, silent, the den glowing faintly. The air's thick with stone and ash. The whispers shift, chanting Owen then sharper. You failed, his fears spill from the rocks. Raw, his light catches dust rising from the boulders, pulsing red like blood and mist. The den feels alive watching. A rustle sounds not wind, but steps deliberate. The echo chants, Owen weaving his doubts. You lied, you broke. Small sins, heavy burned into his mind. Owen pushes deeper, reckless, needing answers. The whispers grow louder, a chorus now naming his flaws, his betrayals. He reaches the den's core, rocks, trembling ash pooling at their base alive. The echo spikes Owen cold from the stone. Not the air shadows move. Not dust, but shapes blurred their eyes glinting, reflecting his dread. His shame, too many. Caleb's curse. He kneels, finding a rock etched with names. Caleb's 1863 carved, then others. Owen's fresh wet like blood. His throat locks. This isn't history, it's a claim. Caleb's whispers are his voice, his vow binding Gettysburg's souls. The echo chants Owen promising truth if he stays, ruin if he runs. The shadows curl clearer now. Not people, but betrayals. His others hungry alive. Owen backs away, flashlight flickering. The den shrinks hills, groaning shadows snag in his arms, cold like ash and battlefield mist, urging him to stay. He trips notebook, fallen pages, open new words, you're his. The shadows hiss their eyes, lock in his, peel in his soul. A sin he didn't know, a lie he dodged. The rocks pulse red, and something moves not light but stone, whispering toward him alive, claiming. He bolts hills, rattling the echo roaring. Owen weaving his name with pain, a secret he buried, a betrayal he cracked. The den blurs, rocks, fading shadows, gliding, not chasin' but waitin'. His room's ahead, door ajar, though he locked it. Notebook glowing inside his name, boulder etched deep. He slams it shut, panting. The echo fades but lingers in him. Looping, his thoughts are no longer his. Gettysburg hides its snares, but the whisper's echo cuts deep. What would you do with a betrayal that knows your heart, a truth that never blinks? Would you listen or run? Owen's caught in the whisper's curse and it's not letting go. Stay with us. This story's echoing louder, darker than Gettysburg's oldest graves. Owen's breath catches the room's walls closing in. The notebook lies shut, but its glow seeps through his name, pulsing in dust alive. The hollow whispers echo lingers, not outside, but inside him, threading his thoughts. His fears, a family betrayal. He never faced a secret he can't escape. Gettysburg's air is thick, not with grass but dread, as if the fields themselves breathe, watching, waiting. Owen knows stories, but this is different. It's not his story, it's theirs. He grabs his recorder, replaying the echo, but it's louder. Chanting Owen, then Caleb, weaving his name with a scream from centuries past. His laptops open old reports of Caleb Holt, flickering. A soldier betrayed his vow, cursing the whispers binding souls. Owen's eyes burn not from dust, but visions, unasked a battlefield. A blade, a man's cry, his own, the echo spikes, Owen pulling his mind to the den, not by choice but force. He resists, but his feet move, drawn to devil's den. The night's black stars gone only dust, glowing in the rocks, red like blood. The echo's a chorus now, not murmurs but voices naming his fears, his shame, his betrayals clear as ice. He reaches the den's core, ash pooling faster, rocks trembling. Shadows rise, not blurred, but sharp, their forms twisting. Caleb's face, eyes hollow. Then Owen's mirrored guilty. The air cracks, and Caleb's there, not flesh but shadow. His voice the echo, "You're mine." Owen freezes. The den shifts hills, bending rocks splitting, pulling him into a memory, not his, but Caleb's. He's in 1863, Gettysburg, mud underfoot, cannons roaring, blood soaking the ground. Caleb's eyes lock on his, not accusing but knowing, seeing Owen's betrayals, a sin he didn't know, a truth he hid. The echo chants, "You failed," and Owen's back in 2025 gasping, but Caleb's shadow clings his voice in Owen's throat. Cold, stay. Owen fights, clawing at the air, but the shadows press their eyes, his own reflecting every fear, every lie. The den's alive rocks, echoing, etched with names. Caleb's, Owen's, others' centuries of souls, bound by guilt. Caleb's shadow whispers, "Speak your betrayal, or join us." Owen's voice breaks. I don't know his secret raw, a family sin he never faced. The echo softens, but the shadows tighten their forms, shifting not just Caleb, but others. Faces of Gettysburg, eyes glinting, hungry for his truth. He stumbles rocks, cracking ash, burning red, branding his skin. Caleb's shadow looms, his voice the stone. Truth binds lies. Burn Owen's mind, fractures, seeing his past, a family name tainted a trust, broken for safety. The echo roars. Owen and the den pulses, dragging him deeper, not into rocks but memory. His fears replayed endless. He screams, but the shadows drink it, their forms clearer. His face among them twisted. His Owen collapses notebook, falling pages, open words scrawled. You're us. The shadows chant, not in anger but hunger, their eyes peeling his soul, his guilt, his core. The den shakes rocks, splitting Caleb's shadow, merging with Owen's, his voice. His stay or burn. Gettysburg's curse isn't history. It's alive, and Owen is its claim. What would you do with a betrayal that traps you? A truth that names you? Would you speak or fade? Owen's sinking into the whisper's grip, and Gettysburg's fields are closing. Stay with us. This story's not done darker than the battlefield's own heart. Owen's on his knees, the den's pulse deafening his breath. Ragged, the hollow whispers circle their forms. Caleb's, his Gettysburg's lost, blurring into one eye's glinting, naming his fears. The notebook's open. You're us, etched in dust, ash drippin' like blood. The echo's not outside, but in his bones. Caleb's voice, speak or burn. Owen's mind splits his past, his guilt. A family's face fading his fault. Gettysburg's curse isn't folklore, it's him. He grips the ground, rocks echoing, ash scorching his palms. The shadows chant. Owen, their voices, his own, looping his failures. A lie he hid, a trust he broke. Caleb's shadow looms not separate, but part of him, whispering. Truth frees. Owen's voice cracks. I carry it, his secret spillin' raw. A family betrayal he never knew, a debt he inherited. The echo falters, shadows, pausing. but the den tightens hills, groaning, claiming. Owen stands shaky, notebook, glowing words shifting, break or bind. He digs into Caleb's history, a scrap in his mind, a ritual, blood for blood, truth for truth. The shadows hiss their forms clearer, faces of Gettysburg's damned eyes hungry. Owen cuts his palm, blood dripping, mixing with ash rocks, flaring red, then white. The echo screams, Owen not in hunger but pain. Caleb's shadow fracturing his face, his then gone. The den shakes rocks, cracking, shadows dissolving their eyes, fading, not gone but weakened. Owen runs, notebook, clutched ash dimming his name. Erased, the fields blur. Gettysburg's roads ahead, but the echo lingers soft in his blood, whispering. Owen not a claim, but a warning. His room's dark door locked, notebook, blank, but his reflection, his eyes not his glint, red. Caleb's. He packs heart pounding. Gettysburg's air, heavy watching. The echoes faint, but the shadows wait, not in the den, but him. Owen drives highway, stretching dawn, breaking, but the notebook glows a single word. Stay. He gasps, swerving his reflection, shifting Caleb's smile. His, the echo returns, soft. Truth binds Owen's free but not whole. Gettysburg's curse clings alive in him. What would you do with a betrayal that follows a truth that haunts? Would you run or face it? Owen's out of Gettysburg, but the whisper's echo never fades. If your heart's racing, smash that like share your fears below. Would you face the whispers? Subscribe to Shadow. Watch, hit the bell for more tales that chill your nights. Next time we're diving darker unless you're too scared to hear.